One of the many great things about your subscription to the Mantra Systems Academy program is that it offers you access not only to all the educational training resources and document templates we've already discussed, but it also gives you access to an electronic document management system that complies with ISO 13485 and all other relevant standards. In this video, we want to go through some of the advantages of a proper document management system like this, as opposed to a paper-based system. Let's get to it. The first major advantage is version control. As a regulatory system matures in relation to a single product and a family of products, it's inevitable that documents as part of that regulatory system will need to be updated from time to time. Now you might think, well, that will be fairly straightforward to do in a paper-based system. We simply get rid of an old one and archive it and replace it with a new one. But as we'll come on to in a moment, remember the extent to which documents in medical device compliance talk to and relate with one another. So if you update one document that's referenced from 4 other documents, you have to remember in a manual system to update all of those references. It's just a nightmare and there's so many opportunities for mistakes. A proper electronic document management system takes all the effort out of that, automates it and makes it clean and simple. The next major advantage is document approval. So it's vital that approved versions of documents are the ones in circulation, and access to draft documents or archived documents that no longer have approved status is limited. Otherwise, it just causes confusion both to people within your organisation and also to any auditors that come in to assess your regulatory system. So effective approval systems are built into our document management system. The third major advantage is permissions. It's often the case that you don't necessarily want everybody inside and outside your organisation having access to all of your files. Some of them need only be seen by certain departments or certain individuals. Some of them may contain sensitive information that you'd prefer not to be available on a broader basis. So effective document restrictions and access is an important part of document management, and again, that's built into our system. A fourth major advantage is integration. We've hinted at this before, but it's simply the case that lots of different documents will need to talk to lots of other documents. And so you end up with a complex matrix environment where any version changes, updates, or changes to documents mean that all the references would otherwise have to be manually updated. Having a system that takes the strain away from this and automatically allows for and incorporates changes to either the structure of the regulatory system or individual documents embedded within it can just eliminate the potential for errors and make sure that your system remains audit ready at all times. Speaking of which, a further major advantage to an electronic document management system is access for audit. You can simply give permissions to a reviewer and enable them to get into your system. And if it's properly organised, as it will be through our document management system, it makes the life of the auditor or the reviewer much more straightforward. And that, on a human level, predisposes to a successful audit. Another major advantage is data security. If you rely on a paper-based system, that means that your regulatory system, or at least the documented version of it, is held potentially in physical files in an office or a building somewhere. Well, what if that was breached? What if there was a fire or other damage to the files? You're back at square one. Whereas having a document management system hosted securely on a cloud server with restricted access and all necessary information security systems in place, you have multiple redundancy. And so it's vanishingly unlikely you're going to lose your documented regulatory system. And in the event of a disaster, your disaster recovery protocol can enable you to continue your business uninterrupted. So security is absolutely baked in to our document management system. And as I mentioned before, it complies with all relevant standards. The final major advantage is automation. So the document management system can be set up so that in the event of a certain trigger, let's say complaints information being added into the system, that information will automatically be populated in other parts of the quality management, risk management, or regulatory system where it needs to be seen. And because you already have access control and approval control built in, it means the necessary actions can be taken based on that information. So the ability to populate different parts of your regulatory system with new information will help mean that your risk management, quality management systems are kept bang up to date and are responsive to the latest information about your product. In short, having a document management system like the one we provide can help bulletproof your business and ensure that it meets requirements for continuing to update itself in response to new information, while ensuring smooth running of the system through controlled access to documents, version control, and other advantages. In the next sequence of videos, we're going to show you exactly how to use this powerful system, and at the end of this set of videos, you should be confident in taking our templates and frameworks and adapting them for your own purposes and moving forward through time with a fully functioning document management system. Thanks very much for watching the video. We'll see you in the next one.